Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today for this reading. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Bree, and I am here to help to empower you to learn and grow through your love life. So if you are not already one of my amazing subscribers, make sure that you subscribe before you go. Today, we're going to be looking into the connections for those of you who are in little or no contact or in a separation phase with your partner. I had such an overwhelming positive response to the last video, so thank you guys so much for that. Let's go ahead and see how these connections are advancing. So, most important messages for those in no contact or separation. What are the most important messages for those in no contact or separation? All right, guys, so let's go ahead and lay out the cards and then we will talk. So your overall energy, we have the 8 of coins or the 8 of pentacles. Your headspace or what you were thinking about the other person, we have the page of coins. In your heart space or what you're feeling about the other person, we have the hanged man. Your challenge or the lesson for you to learn is the 4 of swords. The action for you to take, or the action that you're going to want to take, is the 4 of cups. It's very interesting. Now, for the other person, their overall energy, we have the 10 of swords. How they are thinking about you or what's going on in their headspace, we have the death card. How they feel about you or what's going on in their heart space, we have the hermit. The lesson that they are learning or the challenge that they are overcoming is the king of cups. And the action that they are going to take or want to take is the justice card. Wow. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the judgment card. So I'm already starting to get downloads for this reading, but before we start, I have 3 very, very important announcements to make, okay? So first thing first, I am going to be reading this top row as feminine energy and this bottom row as masculine energy. So listen to the whole message before you apply yourself to one or the other, okay? Feminine and masculine energy can work both ways. We each have masculine and feminine energy within us, and that's what we need in order to get into a partnership that is going to be harmonious. We need to balance the inner masculine energies that we have and the inner feminine energies that we have. So these can be reversed and can be different than what you may resonate with. Okay, from now on, I am going to be doing my readings like that because I have come into the understanding of polarity and how you really need to have one person on one side dominantly and one person on the other side dominantly in order to have a strong connection, okay? The second thing that I want to say is that there will be an extended reading for this because so many of you guys purchased that and were loving that, and even though there was a little technical difficulty with the video last time, it still did wonderful and I got such good feedback. So the extended readings are for those of you who are really resonating with this. you're feeling really guided by this message and you don't have the time or the money to get a private reading, but you want to understand this, okay? So that's what the extended readings are for. And the third message is that this is a general reading and it will not resonate with everyone, okay? So if this isn't resonating with you, then it's not the message for you. We're all on different points in our journey, okay? And this is the energy that I'm currently picking up. So I do have all of my September general readings out, and those are general energies. And then I'm going to start working on my love readings for the first half of August by sign. So check those out and look at your sun, moon, and rising sign, and perhaps you'll resonate more with those, okay? So I just wanted to get that out of the way so we're all on the same playing field and we all understand each other. All right, so bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment card followed by the Tower and the Chariot, okay? So right off the bat, 3 major arcana cards. So first things first, within these connections, there is major awakening going on. People are really starting to understand, each of you are individually starting to understand who you really are, what you really need, what you really want, what you really resonate with. And that was something that was not present previously. Okay, I feel like through this connection, you have both really learned a lot about yourself. You've grown so much. And what this Tower card is the big understanding of what needs to be done now. Because the way that maybe you thought it was going to work out, or they thought it was going to work out, now with knowing who you both are individually, I feel that you're both finding that things simply cannot go on the way that they were going on before. Major changes need to happen in order for the connection to thrive and in order for the connection to resonate with both of you. So we've got the Chariot card. So I feel that each of you individually are going to be pursuing the life that you individually need in order to come together and be a powerful combination. So what I'm feeling off the bat is just major realizations, major shifts, major awareness that is then being used and turned into radical action. And underneath that, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. So there's going to be great abundance here. Okay, so your overall energy. We have the 8 of Coins. So I feel like you're really starting to understand what your work is, what your mission is, what you really have to do, and what you really need to provide for yourself, for others, and for this person down here. So I feel like you're really going to work and you're really mastering your life and multitasking in different areas of your life. And if you look at this card, this person is very intent in what they're doing. They have a lot of focus. And that's where you are right now. You have a lot of focus on what the task is at hand. I feel like this entire time, you've been really thinking about the big picture. You've been thinking about how amazing it could be, what it could look like. And that could be true. Okay? The vision that you had, that very well could be true, but you can't be attached to that, because maybe what you think is the best vision really is not the best vision. There might be a greater plan that you don't have all the information for yet in the works. So for you, you've got to trust that you've already set your intention. You've already told the universe that what you want, and now you have to let go and you have to move into radical action. Okay, that's what this person is doing. They are taking action. So I feel like your focus is going to be less on this connection and more about adding value to your own life, adding value to the life of others, in order to have the vision that you want down the line. So you're putting in the steps now. You're laying down the groundwork. You're planting the seeds to get what you want down the line. Now, your person, they've got the 10 of Swords. So they are completing a mental cycle. If there were any self-limiting beliefs or doubts or fears or mental prisons that they've been putting themselves in, or anxieties that, they've been feeding into, they're facing that reality. They're facing the reality that they have been setting up these barriers for themselves. And that is what this awareness is all about. Coming into the awareness of how they have contributed to a lot of their issues. And this is something that I feel that the feminine energy has come into for a little while now. Taking responsibility for their actions, not blaming this person for the reason that things are the way they are, okay? There's no more of that, this person did this, they did, no. This person does not have control over your emotions, only if you let them. And I think the feminine has realized that. But now the masculine energy is coming into that realization. They're starting to realize that they have more control than they thought. This isn't just, something where they're just at mercy of what's going on. No, they're starting to realize that they can consciously create with the universe, that their opinions, their thought patterns do play a factor in how their life turns out. And I feel like this causes a big tower moment for them, coming into this big realization. And with this realization, they're wanting to move forward and take action. They don't want to stay here. They want to keep moving forward, just as you are moving forward. So you see how the energies are playing out on both sides. Now, how they are thinking, what they think about you. We have the Death card. So like I said, they don't want to stay in this energy for long. They realize that they have to make a change. They have to let go of the way in which they've been thinking for so long, because they're realizing that the way that they're thinking is not adding any value to them. It's hurting them. So they don't want to do it anymore. They want to let go of this fear and this pain and this mental prison that they've been in. And they realize that this is going to initiate change within the connection between the two of you. That if they can let go of whatever this is, and this is going to be really specific for each of you, if they can let go of whatever this is, and they can allow this transformation and rebirth to happen, they're going to be in a whole new, they're going to be on a whole new level. They're going to feel so much better and lighter and freer, and there's going to be more understanding and more clarity. But this is a big deal. This is a big deal. Okay, I feel like whatever this is, it's been a long time coming. So for you, where your headspace is at and what you're thinking about them, we have the Page of Coins. So, like I said, here you're going to work on something, and I feel like it's setting the foundation for something really stable. And I feel like as you find this stability within yourself, as you find this stability within your overall life, you're now seeing that you can have stability with this person if they get on board with you, right? Either way, you're going to keep working at whatever it is that you're working on. Okay, these cards are solo. There's one person in each of these cards. Whatever you're working on is not dependent upon this other person. Yes, you want stability with this person. You want to lay down the foundation, the groundwork with this person, but you have to do it within your own life first. And what I'm honestly feeling is as you kind of ascend and move forward and progress, I feel like that helps this person to ascend and move forward and progress as well. Because they are going through a transformation here. And so are you, but I feel like you're a little ahead. You're a little bit more optimistic. You kind of have you have the long-term vision, so you can take the small steps. This person might not have the whole vision yet, which is why in how they're feeling in their heart space, we have the Hermit. So I feel like they're going to get the vision. They need to go within. They need to go into the depths to find out what it is that they want. What life do they want to live? Who are they? Okay, they could have been doing something here or been in a situation here that they were not resonating with. They were just in it because they felt like they needed to be in it, or they had already invested time into it. So for example, maybe they were working at a job that just totally did not resonate with them. Or maybe at one point it did, but it just got too stressful and too much, and they just felt like they had to keep going and just make more money and get further along. And now they're seeing how subjecting themselves to that situation led them here. So now they're needing to go and find out who they really are, what they really want. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Virgo. Okay, for others of you, it could be a Scorpio. But this person is going through a major inner transformation. And they may not want to reach out and communicate with you while they're figuring this out. And quite frankly, I don't think that it would do you any good, because anything in which they say right now is not coming from a place of wholeness and unconditional love. It's coming from this, from anxiety, fear, rock bottom, despair. It's not coming from a happy, loving place, because they have inner work to do. So let them experience this, because I feel like a lot of you feminines have experienced this before. You've been here. You've been closed off. You've gone through transformation. You've done the work. You've purged. You've been in the unknown, and look how far it's gotten you. We have the Hangman for how you feel in your heart space. And I feel like for you, you realize that it's really your choice as to whether or not you want to stay, suspended within this situation, or if you want to move forward. Like, really, that choice is yours. It's absolutely yours. Like I said, what you're doing here has nothing to do with this person down here. Nothing to do with it. And I feel like some of you are kind of stuck in between, like, okay, like, my person, they're going through something, they need a little moment, but I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to experience. I'm ready to have more in my life. So I feel like some of you guys are kind of like caught in between the two. But I feel like others of you are kind of just surrendering to the situation, and you're just kind of just focusing elsewhere, focusing your energy on things that are going to build for you. So I feel like some of you are just transmuting the energy into something more positive. And for others of you, you realize that you may have to let this person go. I've been reading in the comments, some people are like, oh, my person's in a relationship, or they're married, or whatever it is. And, in those specific circumstances, absolutely, I can understand why you would want to let go and move on. But you're not doing it in a way where it's like, oh, forget them, whatever. It's just that this is my path and this is your path. And right now, they maybe don't correspond, but that doesn't change the way that I feel about you, or I'm still optimistic or hopeful, or whatever it is. And even though this person's going through something, they do want rebirth with you. They want change with you. They don't want things to stay the way that they've been. So your challenge is the Four of Swords. So for the feminine energy, I feel like the challenge is just surrendering to whatever is going to happen, right? And this is the way that I kind of think about it. If this person came into your life, right, and they're so amazing and they're everything, you've never had a connection like this before, and you met them out of the blue, you were just minding your own business and you met them out of the blue. Well, if it happened once, it can happen again. It's possible. And I feel like it's all about just surrendering, giving up control, okay, which has been coming up for a lot of the readings, letting go of control, surrendering to the moment, surrendering whatever you think is supposed to happen, the way you think things are going to work out. Because we don't always know what's best, okay? You have to always realize the universe has your back. Whatever you are intended to do, it will happen. So that's going to be your challenge, just sitting in your truth, sitting in your present moment, spending time to reflect and meditate, spending time to really figure out how you feel about this, what you really want. And for them, their challenge is emotional mastery. They're going through something here. And I feel like it's been very mental for them. It's been more of a mental game. But what they haven't done is they haven't experienced the emotional game. And I feel like that's what they're needing to work on here, is work on how do I balance the way I feel with the way that I'm thinking? How can I not be so one-sided? How can I live in the middle, right? So they're learning how to balance their inner feminine with their inner masculine. Because they might be dominant one side, and I feel like this person down here is definitely more dominant masculine. And their big challenge is going to be dominating the other side. Now, actions for you to take, we have the Four of Cups. So you have the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. So the action here is really going to be no action. I feel like for you, it's going to be about staying with yourself, but also not allowing yourself to be overtaken by your emotions. To realize that what is going on with this person has nothing to do with you. It's not personal. It's not an attack on you. It's not anything that you've done. If you're still playing that woe is me victim thing, it's going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you right here. Because it's okay to be there for a moment, right? If you look at both of these cards, both these people are kind of doom and gloom. But you don't want to stay here. Of course, you have to acknowledge that you feel this way. Acknowledge that you don't feel well. Acknowledge that you're not happy with the situation. But then you have to move forward. You have to keep taking action. You can't stay there. You can't stay stuck. Because that's not going to get you to what you want. And ultimately, that's a choice. Okay? For them, the action that they want to take or the action that they're going to take is the Justice card. So as they realize that they've been in a incorrect mental space and they could have been viewing the situation from the completely wrong perspective, I feel like they do want to provide you with an explanation. I feel like as they go through this rebirth process within their mind, as they go through this hermit phase and start to understand themselves on an emotional level, I feel like they're going to come to a really big understanding. And I feel like they're going to feel almost kind of like obligated to give you an explanation, to kind of really help you to understand where they've been mentally, why they've acted the way that they have. Yeah, I really feel like they're going to want to give you some type of reasoning or explanation, but it is only after they have observed themselves. Okay, for some of you, this could be a Libra. And for some of you, it could be a water sign, a Scorpio, like I got here, or a Pisces, or a Cancer. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull a Romance Angels Oracle card. We're going to pull one for the feminine, one for the masculine, and then one for the overall connection. So if you have a specific question that you want to ask, you can ask it now. Or we can kind of just get an idea of the energies for each. So what's the most important message that the feminine energy needs to know? It says, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. So for some of you, you've been hurt by this connection. Okay, you've been hurt by what this other person has done. But I feel like a lot of you have kind of been able to move past that, move forward in that, move into more of a space of unconditional love and forgiveness. And you're kind of able to see, all right, you know, for some of you guys are having to open your heart and open to the idea of possibly being with someone else in another connection while this person picks themselves up and gets together. Or for some of you, this person is going to be returning to you, and initially you might want to push them away, but like I said, they do want to bring some type of justice to the situation. And I do feel that after they've gone through this, that they are going to be able to communicate more about how they truly feel. So I do feel that you will be more able to trust them, but of course you have to follow your own intuition, okay? So let's get a card for the masculine energy. What is the most important message for the masculine energy? We have finances and career. So like I said, this person here, what I really feel, and I've been picking this up for a minute. If you've kind of been watching my videos for a while, I've been really feeling like the masculine energy is very, very, very engulfed by their career. And a lot of people talk about third-party situations. I'm in a third-party situation, or my person might be in a third-party situation. And I feel like for a lot of people, it's not necessarily another person. It's that this person is so wrapped up in their money and in their job or their career. And I feel like they throw themselves into their career and just completely neglect their emotions. And it just really entraps them. And I feel like a lot of them are realizing that they are not happy with that. It doesn't provide them with emotional happiness. It doesn't provide them with fulfillment. You know, they might be doing really well and excelling, and they might be making a lot of money, or they might be like getting promoted, or they're doing really good. But that's not ultimately what makes them happy in life. And I feel like for a lot of them, they've been doing this for a while, and they are just hitting. It's like they're getting burnt out, or they just want more. They want to take things to the next level. They want to level up. Okay, let's pull one card for the overall connection, and then we're going to go into the extended. One card for both people. We have playfulness. Yeah. Okay, so I've definitely been feeling this lately as well. I just feel like there needs to be a infusion of lighthearted energy into this relationship. The card says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And I feel like for a lot of you, for over the next couple of weeks, couple of months, that you might be like meeting up with this person or going on vacation with this person or communicating more with this person, but the communication is going to be lighter. It's going to be more fun, more playful, more youthful. And I feel like this person down here, they could really use that. And you may have provided them with that playful energy at one point in time, and they want to reconnect to that energy. And for you as well, up here, if you're resonating with this top row, I feel like you could also use a little playfulness. So I kind of feel that when this justice is reached, that there is going to be a reigniting of the passion. So I'm going to jump into the extended. We are going to definitely find out more about the outcome. We're going to look more into this playfulness, kind of see what the energy is around this. We're going to look more into what's going on with their career and their finances. Definitely going to see what the anxiety is about, what they're going to be looking into during their hermit phase, what they're going to come forward with, and ways that you can kind of get through this more patient energy. Yeah, let's get into that. I'm so excited. So I will leave the link for the extended down below. Or you can go directly to my website, breerising.com, and you can access the extended reading from there. If you would like a private reading, which I think is always the most accurate, then again, information will be down below. Link to my website will be down below. This reading that we did right here, this is going to be most like the 30-minute reading. If you go with the 15, it'll be like this, just a little bit more brief, to the point. If you go with the hour, it's going to be really in-depth, and we can do lots of clarifiers. That'll be most like the extended. So, yeah. If not, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that this message has helped you. I hope that you've been able to take away a lesson from this. And yeah, definitely let me know down below what you guys thought about this reading. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it uplifted. Let's help each other. And I will talk to you guys very soon. See you guys in the extended. Bye.